Hello, welcome to Sage Creek Prepping. This is Prepper Frank, the old river otter. And if you've been paying attention, you already know things are not settling down in this world. They're spreading out. The United States is stretched across the globe right now. I'm talking about our military. And most people, they keep scrolling. They're still distracted. They're still asleep. I hope, but not you. Not anymore, leastways. Now look, this is week 2 of a reset I've been doing on Sage Creek, and we're not here to entertain you. We're not here for the warm and fuzzies, okay? We're here to wake you up. Because Scripture has already warned us what this would look like. Let me take you over to the book of Joel, chapter 3, and it says, "Prepare for war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let the weak say, I am strong." Now look, this is not symbolic language. This is a call to readiness. Hear me clearly, okay, folks? This is not fear talk. This is alignment talk. Because while nations prepare for conflict, God's people are supposed to prepare also. Not just with gear, but with clarity and discipline and spiritual authority. Right now, this moment, we are watching something in this world shift. Not just one conflict, not just one headline, but a pattern. And it's been going on for years, and it's really intensified in the last few months. Presence is spreading, influence is expanding, troops, tensions, positioning. History tells us when everything spreads out, it usually means something bigger is coming together. And here's where most people get it wrong. They think preparedness is panic buying. They think it's a conspiracy. They think it's extreme. No, it's not. Not even close. Preparedness actually is biblical. The book of Proverbs says, "A prudent man foresees danger and hides himself." That's not fear, that's wisdom. At Sage Creek, we don't move loud. We don't move sloppy. We move like ghosts among the masses. We don't advertise our readiness. We embody readiness. Because here's the truth that no one wants to say out loud. If things escalate, if the supply lines tighten, if unrest starts to spark, you will not rise to the occasion. You will fall to your level of preparation. That's the truth. So the question isn't, is something going to happen? The question is, where are you if it does happen? Now let's bring this back to Scripture for a minute, okay? Because the book of Matthew chapter 24, Jesus himself said, "You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled." Not troubled? Why? Because he's already told us it would happen. He's already told us to be prepared for this. So if you're shaking right now, it's not because the world is unstable. It's because your foundation is probably unstable. Listen, you can store food, and you can stack supplies, and you can build networks, and you should. Absolutely. But if your spirit isn't right, if your house isn't in order, if you're not grounded in God, you're building on sand. This is why Sage Creek exists. Not for the masses, but for the few. The disciplined, the watchful, the ones who understand that preparedness is not a hobby. It's a responsibility. It's a biblical responsibility. Now look, we're trying to build something here really quiet, something real. People who see early, move wisely, and don't panic when pressure hits. A community that understands you prepare the horse, but you trust the Lord. Because make no mistake, We are entering a season where the gap between the prepared and the unprepared is gigantic, and it's going to become very, very clear soon. So here's your move this week, okay? Take an inventory of your supplies and stuff, but not just your supplies, your mindset, your habits, your readiness. And ask yourself, if things shifted tomorrow, how would I be reacting? Or would I be ready? You don't need to broadcast your plans. You don't need to argue with people online on YouTube or Facebook or wherever. You don't need to convince the world that you're right and they're wrong. You just need to be ready, folks. Ready. Quietly, steadily, faithfully. Now, this is Prepper Frank, the old river otter, and I want to leave you with a couple of things, okay? Prepare your horse, but trust the Lord, and move like ghost among the masses. Thank you, and God bless. We'll see you soon.